You guys
Quality
watch
hockey day, though.
Yeah,
For
quality
sure, man.
Yeah.
Loved watching it.
Quality hockey day. Canada beat Slovakia 4-3 in overtime.
Czechia.
Czechia, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Slovakia beat Germany 6-2 in the morning. We didn't see that game.
No, that was like 3
At all.
a.m. our
Yeah.
time.
I guess Czechia and Slovakia is mixed up a lot.
Used to be Czechoslovakia.
Same
Yeah,
color.
I PTSD of that split. That's why. So Canada won 4-3. You know, an interesting game. It was kind of stressful at one point because when they made it 3-2, I thought Canada was going to lose.
I did too.
It's over.
Well, I think we all did, right?
Yeah.
The craziest thing is when Salbrini's just insane, right?
He
Like,
is.
he's just on another level. Like when he's made that 1-0 with David just coming down the zone, whatever, doing his thing. Canada kind of took their foot off the gas. I think they're going to be able to do a cakewalk.
Yeah, I agree. Because that was so easy for them. And then after that, I was like, oh, they're like just letting up chances.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a big deal. They'll be able to just turn it on at any moment. But they scored 2 goals in a row. And you're like, oh, wait a minute. Now we got to turn it on for third period. Crosby gets injured. Sorry, in the second period.
Yeah.
Crosby gets injured in the second period. Now they're a little deflated. They get a power play. Luckily, McKinnon scores. And then it's just like, oh, what's going on? Is Canada going to step up at any point? Like, you need something. They had no sustained, like, they never had any
No pressure.
long-term sustained offensive zone pressure or anything like that. It was all rush chances, and then it was one-offs. Like, oh, they got a shot. No, now they're back on the other zone. And it was Czechia who had more offensive zone pressure than Canada did.
Yeah, like, honestly, like, we've been, I'll admit it, like, I'm Bennington's probably number 1 hater, right? Motherfucker showed up today, right? He did what he needed to do. So can't even blame him with like any of the, because the first Czechia goal was like off a stick or foot or something like that. And then
Pasta on the power play.
Yeah, that was a weak goal. Let's be real.
It's pasta though.
Yeah.
Power play.
And then honestly, if you look at the goals, and then the third goal by Czechia, motherfuckers had 8 players on the ice.
A lot of guys.
You know what? They did get away with it, but at the same time, I feel like our defensemen, they think they're like Bobby Orr out here sometimes too many times. Parenko especially, he's the last guy that should be out here trying to do moves. All right? You should be out here playing, just put gas in the back, let Gil McCarr do all this.
All I read in the group chat was hardly this, hardly that. And now you have my boy Parenko, man.
Harley and Taves were like, they stepped on the blue.
Harley got a green light because he's stopping and popping all preliminary round. You know, he's like putting up buckets every game, and so that's why he in that position too. He walks in. I'm pretty sure he had no other option to shoot the puck.
We couldn't. There's 6 guys already in the.
And then there were 6 guys there. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, shout out to Czechia though, man. They did hockey plays like blocking shots, and even Roddy Gudis picked up that neutral zone turnover, and maybe they capitalized on the chances. No doubt about that.
They played great defensively. They played the perfect game plan, I think, against Canada.
Yeah.
So what I read, SB was Nick Suzuki really stepped up in like the third period.
He was a guy that I thought like might have gotten kicked out of the lineup just for the rest of the tournament if he didn't like step up at any point. And then Crosby gets injured. He takes Crosby's position on that line with Marner and Stone, and that goal he scored, you could just tell that he was trying to get something going. Like he got into the forecheck, got the puck back to the blue line, and he went to the net, and then he tipped it.
Yeah, like that's a makeup goal too, right? Because remember he missed that. Oh, he hit the post in the wide open. I think it was like a 1-1 game at that point. Yeah. So that could have even been like the TSN turning point.
That was a nice play too. Marner with like a spinorama no look past him. He hits like the post, and it was a wide open net, and you're like, what the hell? Score, and then he luckily scores there, and you're like, okay, now we're back.
Hockey gods are in his favor.
They got us back, and then Marner, clutch play by Marner. That was a nice goal too.
That was a nice goal. He went 1-on-1, 3-on-1 basically.
3-on-1 but nice little backhand. I can draw it out for you because obviously I can't.
Yeah, you can't show the highlights anymore, right?
Salbrini. I'm just saying, Salbrini's the new Sidney Crosby, dude. The way he did the same thing. Sidney Crosby did the same thing last year with the.
You drop passed it, right? I saw that too. I noticed the drop pass. I'm like, oh, he's doing the same thing Crosby did, and Marner just went straight in. You know what? The one thing that's worrying about the team, Canada's team, is their defense for sure. The blue line, just because like Parenko, or Zach, you said, that was the guy I kept looking at. I'm like, yo, stop standing at the blue line on the offensive zone. Go play defense because that's what you're there for.
And he's so slow too.
Yeah, he's so slow.
No foot speed.
Should be staying home.
Yeah.
You know what I hate the most is when these defensemen, like it's McKinnon, McDavid, and Salbrini line, and these defensemen take the puck in. Because I'm thinking, why do I want Nathan McKinnon covering the blue line? He should be where you are with the puck. Yeah. Like this is the total opposite. Because guess what? If you turn over the puck and Nathan McKinnon's playing defense, it's a 2-on-1 in my books, right? Yeah. I'm concerned with Nathan McKinnon's defense as a player, and it just ruins their like offensive goal. Because I'm like, we got the 3 best players on right now, and we're just wasting it with Parenko or Harley doing whatever they want to do instead of having.
So they just pick it up in the neutral zone and they just go.
So
that's what's going on?
Yes, sometimes they just take coast to coast and they don't care.
They're feeling it.
No, they're requiring Dowdy, right? But they ain't.
It's weird too, though. Like watching that game, like we said, there's no offensive zone pressure. Like you expect that from McDavid, McKinnon, and Celebrini to just dominate the whole game. It just seemed like they didn't even like care. Like they were already scoring, they're putting up points, stuff like that. It's like they didn't take it to the next level that they could go to. That's the craziest part about Canada. You're like, oh, they never even took to the next level. Like
no,
David can dominate games if he wants to. He didn't have to do that today, which is crazy because they're losing too.
And they can still dominate. Like they still need to get that next level.
Yeah.
Like that's the scary thing. And then now with Sid injured, I think tomorrow or Thursday they're supposed to Thursday, whatever they're supposed to get an update on him. So
yeah,
I feel like they should split that lineup. To be honest, I feel like it's like. To be honest, McDavid is the best player in the world. Why does he need to be playing with the second best player in the world?
I think McKinnon's banged up, so they I think his knees messed
protect
up.
him a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so they're putting him on the wing with McDavid, making it a little easier on him. If you do want to split somebody else, Celebrini could put with Marner, and that would be a good duo.
Well, you can't put
you can't split him up.
Split up McDavid and
yeah, you can. They're too good right now.
McKinnon could play with Marner,
but maybe now
Marner
that Nick Suzuki stepping up, it seems like maybe guys are going to take the next level.
Yeah,
like you guys are saying, it didn't seem like Canada brought their A game today, and they got lucky, right? And Czechia is a good country, right?
100%.
They beat Canada in '98.
On paper, they'd probably be the
World
fifth
Juniors
best
are
team.
kicking your ass.
Yeah.
Right, and even the countries that are left, these are all good countries in which if you're not bringing your A game, they got lethal weapons on the other side that'll capitalize on these chances. Like, what are you doing turning the puck over to Radu Gudasov? How did he read that play, right? In the NHL, he rarely makes a play. Oh, I've never seen him make a play like that.
I've never seen him play, period.
Right. That's why does he have the A? He has the A, right?
He has the A. And good for good measure, I guess, right? Shout out to him. He took out Crosby too with the hit.
He did, right?
Yeah. So
they were targeting Crosby too. Paul hit him with there was
there was like the double, no interference.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Maybe that's going to be a blessing for disguise. Now that Crosby's maybe banged up because he's a little older, right?
Yeah.
If you have Nick Suzuki, who's in his prime, he's a two-way force. He can step into that role and like play those minutes. Let Crosby chill a little bit. You're asking way too much out of him to really be like a top guy right now. Let him play on the wing, for example, and do that. And I think he'll be better if he's going to play. Do you guys know how serious the injury is going to be?
I think he'll play.
He's gonna play.
You know he'll play.
He has to play.
You know what's on the line? Legacy's on the line, right? Legacy's on the line.
He's gonna be like Irish in 02, banged up knee. He'll play for Canada. He'll do it for his country. I think, like you said, it was like put McKinnon on a different line instead of McDavid. You could put him on Suzuki's wing now, because I think McKinnon was playing center with Suzuki, and that didn't work. Suzuki can play center because he's naturally a center. He's playing on the wing. It didn't work for him. Put him at center. Put McKinnon on his wing. That could work better because I think McKinnon right now you just need to. He's still flying out there. It's not like he's like that banged up where he can't go end to end. He had a few good rushes today. He just couldn't finish. I think that's why he's playing on the wing instead of the center, so he doesn't have to do all the little grinding on the defensive end of the game.
They've been giving Dowdy way too many minutes in my opinion. I think even not lollygagging. That's too harsh, but you know, it seems like the hype that this tournament's been getting, and Canada's been getting a lot of hype. Like they're supposed to win, and they haven't won every best on best tournament since 1998 for a reason, right? These other countries are great. And if you're not going to bring your A game, you're going to get. They got lucky today. Sounds like what you guys are describing, right?
They did. They did. Honestly,
they did get lucky.
They got lucky because they stepped up at the right moment, sure. But it was like there's too little for them. You expected them to dominate Czechia at least, because the way. Okay, so if you
consistent pressure, that's the thing,
exactly.
right?
There was none of that. They're just rush scoring on the rush chances and all that stuff. Like you don't. That's not how you win hockey games.
Especially after that 10-2 game, you were thinking like, oh, these guys are just gonna smoke them. Like I was thinking like, oh, they're gonna at least get 5 goals. I was thinking, is there even a point to wake up to this game? They're gonna murder them. And then I saw it was like 2-2. I'm like, oh, we might lose here.
But honestly, I think this is good for Canada.
Yeah,
right?
they
need some challenge.
They need
everything. So this is perfect for them.
They got a challenge, and JP seemed to the Finns are coming out.
Maybe I'll wake up.
You know, they were down 2-0 in this game, and I was like, yo, they might lose this game because they lost to Slovakia earlier.
Honestly, I was just thinking how sad JP is right now. Look at the score.
Aho stepped up. They scored 2 goals in the last 7 minutes, 8 minutes ish, 7. Yeah. Aho scored a big goal in Heiskanen. It was like tipped in off another player went in, and I knew they were gonna win once Heiskanen scored.
I knew Jordan put the hit on. Oh my god, Heiskanen scored. No, they're winning for sure.
That's why Jordan didn't watch the game. He was busy coaching Finland.
Well, honestly, that's why I didn't watch Team Canada, because if they couldn't beat Czechia today, then why watch it all, right? You're touted as the best on best, then you know, come on, you're supposed to get to the semis. But Finland, they got good goaltending, and it's not going to be an easy out.
No,
at all.
No, it won't be.
I think it's gonna be a similar challenge to Czechia though.
I agree.
Joe Stahl played on his head today too. Like he was insane in that. Like
He did.
obviously solid in that. He can get catch on fire anytime. Like he's done that in the regular season a lot. Whenever he plays really well, he plays really good. It's insane, and he did that today for them. But I think same as Saros. Saros can do that. He can turn on at any moment. So
Saros can do that. Look at their defense. They have Lindell, Mata, Heiskin. Guys. Like you have these guys that can shut down Canada too. So
Nicola.
that's gonna be a good semifinal for sure.
it should be a similar matchup.
I feel like it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like how the U.S. Sweden game was. It's gonna be a slow burner. It's not gonna be like that, like heavy pace. Because like in that U.S. Sweden game, it was more like back and forth chances rather than. Like it didn't seem like anybody had pressure completely the entire game.
That was a good goaltending matchup too. Hellback versus Markstrom. They both played insane too. Markstrom had some solid saves all game too. Like he kept shutting them down. I thought this was gonna be like a shootout too, going back and forth, and then you expect like a high scoring game.
I thought US was gonna murder them. To be honest with you,
I thought so too.
I thought Sweden had a chance to win just because of the skill they have. I have beef with their coach. Actually, both the coaches. Finland has a beef with their own coach. They want Paul Maurice to come in.
Paul Maurice, they were ready to play Paul Maurice.
Paul Maurice, I'm down anytime.
Barkov, you coming in?
And then there's an article I think it said Finland players want him. I'm like, there's like 4 players from the Panthers.
Yeah, I wonder who.
Who was making that call. But same thing as Sweden. Their coach had a lot of questionable decisions all tournament
Yeah,
round.
like right off the bat when he benched pretty much Forsberg. Okay.
Forsberg played like 3 minutes or like maybe less than a minute in the first game, right? And OEL was barely playing, and then
So then today, who got benched? You guys are saying Brad.
Jesper Bratt got benched for 40 minutes. 40 minutes of the game, he got benched, and then the third period they let him on, and then that's when they started generating chances because they let Jesper Bratt. Like 'cause they need that speed, right?
Of course. Yeah.
Other than Jesper Bratt and Lucas Raymond, I don't think they got any speedy wingers.
Those are the young horses
Like
for them.
young,
Yeah.
yeah, and they're like you can't be relying on Philip Forsberg and Pedersen over here to generate your chances for you, right?
come on, man. PD had a few good chances.
Pedersen did he touch ice in OT?
He had 2. No, he was benched. I think in the third
You're
period.
gonna like this, JP. They had a chance in front of the net. You know who came in? Good old Slave with the poke check. He got cheap. He got cheap right in that game.
You know what?
He regained his crown as the Tony Allen of the
He
NHL.
did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He showed up. He stepped over when they needed him.
Any spinorama or no? Just a straight poke check?
It kind of was a hop spinner.
One of my biggest beefs with the coach, other one is like that he treats his bottom six like an old school bottom six, which is like defensive style hockey. My top 6 play offense, bottom 6 play defense. The third line was Pedersen. I think Pedersen, it was Forsberg and one Raquel. That was the third line. So Pedersen was obviously playing a defensive role, but then in the third period when they needed to go, his line wasn't getting that much, or he wasn't getting that much playing time, even though he was one of their leading goal scorers.
Why would they put Pedersen in that role? They got Lindholm and they have Eriksson next, some real shutdown centers. If you want to,
Yeah, Eriksson next was playing the first line with Nylander and
he looked
Kempe.
good. He looked like he was putting in work, but.
Yeah.
We should
if you want a shutdown guy, there's your shutdown guy.
We should also mention Victor Hedman got injured.
Oh yeah,
In practice
in warm up.
I see.
He got going injury and he couldn't go. So then he was just on the bench watching.
Right.
Yeah, and so that can make a big difference because Eric Carlson played a lot of minutes.
And Rasmus Anderson was a healthy scratch, so that kind of shot
Oh, wow.
the foot. Which makes no sense. I would have put him in the lineup over
Broberg for sure.
Yeah, Broberg.
Broberg's solid though.
Broberg was killing it.
Broberg
Broberg was making moves.
Yeah.
I think Broberg was their best player in the game today.
He had a lot of good offensive
He was out there.
chances,
It looked like it was Bobby Orr out there, like the way he was moving up.
Damn.
there.
There was one play when he was up there by himself making moves. I'm like, yo, nobody's gonna help him out. It's just him 1 of 5 getting jumped by the US, and then finally guys show up. He loses the puck by then.
But look, the worst decision was putting out Landeskog in OT, right? Because even Chris Copper was like, wait, what's going on here? What's he doing on the ice? And then he takes a 1T sideboards.
Yeah, because he
fans it. And there's your game right there.
Jabinadad take the same shot. He's like, oh, he scored. I can score like that.
I tuned in after they tied it up.
Yeah.
And it seemed like they were relieved that they tied it up. US had a lot of pressure at the end of third, and they didn't really go for it. I mean, if you wanted to, there's your chance.
Yeah.
And instead they took their foot off the gas. And then US is a better team, obviously, and they regained form.
I feel like the U.S. was playing like it was basketball. Like they were just waiting for Quinn Hughes to get that one matchup, and they just waited and waited because he was on for the ice for like 3-4 minutes. I swear,
until that's Quinn Hughes.
But they wait. Then like right when he saw Landeskog, he's like, "This is easy money. Why don't you chicken? I got this. Call the ISO and everything."
They didn't want that. They didn't want that smoke with Quinn Hughes. They're like, we can't take this guy 1-on-1, and then they backed off.
I just feel like.
Well, what about Jack Hughes though? SB, he had a chance to. There was like a 2-on-1. He had a defenseman coming on the other side there. Shoots right in the fucking chest in OT.
He's an old goalie. He thought he's like, I got this guy.
Against this guy who shoots against in practice, you don't know how to beat him on a one-on-one.
It's kind of practice to him. He's like, I gotta get this guy ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't ruin his confidence.
Jack Hughes is the fraud brother. That's what he is.
Right? Because what is he if he's not going to be a dynamic offensive guy there? Then
I expected him to score the two. I'm like, yo, this guy's pretty good in OT. Usually makes moves, but he was like, I'm gonna shoot
feel
weird.
like
shoot right in the middle.
I feel
Right
other
at
than Eichel, their forwards were kind of lacking, to be honest.
Yeah.
With you. Like I didn't see anything.
You know
Impressive.
what, Matthews? I feel like had such a good game against I think Latvia, whoever they played the last game, the third game. He's such a good game, and then I think maybe Germany. I don't know, one of
He
those.
gave you
games.
his one good game that he always gives you.
And people were like, "Oh, Matthews finding his form," and I'm like, this is a big game. I don't think he's gonna find his form today.
Well, it's classic Matthews, right? Doesn't show up against a harder opponent.
Of course, like he passed top pads, and then he's not gonna show up the rest of the tournament.
Like, look at that JT Miller though, -1. That's what he wants to see.
I was kind of hoping he showed up in OT just to see what he would do.
You know who was a little disappointed? Nylander. I kind of thought he would have a better showing. He didn't
Yeah.
do shit.
really,
I think
no generation.
No, he did generate like some chances, but sometimes it's
He had
just
the most scoring chances generated, but I feel like in terms of production, he wasn't like that productive at all.
No.
Lucas Ray was probably the
was
best
good,
offensive player.
You noticed
forward.
a lot out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was insane. Like the whole tournament, I think every game I was like, "Oh, this guy's doing something."
Even on that tying goal, he was called tricked everybody in thinking that he was gonna make a drop pass, and he just skated easy passes a minute. Yeah, one timer, Hellback doing what he does best, choking in the last moment.
Well, they're going to be playing Slovakia,
Slovakia.
who's been surprising in this tournament. They've been really
Very surprising, man.
they've been putting in work.
Yeah, Slavkovsky, he's killing it.
Yes, Fox has been unreal.
The other guy that's killing it, what's his name? Dvorsky, right?
Ruchiska? What are the
It's Dvorsky, I think,
yeah, both of them.
According to the score app, he was killing it in the Olympics so far.
The good old score up, right?
Score up always comes in clutch.
I didn't watch their previous games, but I just know Sokolsky. He's been killing it. I seen he's been making moves. It's always when they put the jersey on for the country, you see what it's really about for them.
Did he have a good tournament in 2022? No,
He did.
Yeah, he killed it.
I
Yeah,
think
like
he did.
7 goals or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Isn't he wasn't that the reason why they picked him over Shane Wright because of that tournament? I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
That was one of the reasons, yeah.
Yeah, Shane Wright.
Because he killed it. Honestly, this could be great for Montreal when they're going back because you have Suzuki kind of killing it right now. Slavkovsky is killing it. It's going to be a great stepping stone.
You know
for
what's
them as
funny?
well.
I was thinking about the fact that they didn't have. I think what's called Chris Cuthbert made a reference to it that they didn't have Caulfield and he's leading the league in OT goals.
in OT goals.
Yeah, and I was like, it would be so funny if they lost this game and then they left the most clutch player they have at stateside because they were thinking they don't need him.
I think it was Mike Johnson.
Mike
Yeah.
Johnson.
But he was saying that it's but they scratched Kyle Connor, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
they make the decision.
Kyle
to make-
Connor gets so disrespectful. Like he's one of those guys gets disrespectful in the
He's
US
the
so
first
much.
guy, but he's like a Mojo Jojo in the Powerpuff Girls. He can't even do anything. He can't even skate. No. And then Trocheck and Miller. Getting minutes.
What about
on.
Trocheck? Gets off for the face up like he's Patrice Bergeron in his prime. Takes the face up, gets off right away. Gets off the ice.
does, yeah,
Him and
yeah,
Erickson neck, both of them.
That's why he's there. That's why he's there,
I
man.
was like, what's the point of taking this guy in the team? Like you could have anybody take the face off.
You got Tony on. You got Mark Gasol. You got the great guy.
I think it was Mike Johnson was was mentioning. He's like, this is why they put Trocheck on the team. Defensive right side draw. That's what you need him for. Like that's it. That's all you need him for. And then he lost the face off too, and they scored.
Specialist, man.
This match would be good though. I mean, it's not gonna be as good as Sweden versus USA. I wonder if they step up against the States again. Because they played Germany, and Germans were kind of like choke artists. Like Draisaitl was playing pretty good, but he's kind of getting rattled the whole time. Stutzla was pretty good up until today. He had no points today.
I mean, Slovakia's going to put up a fight, but the
They will.
talent is disparity is definitely in U.S.'s favor.
It's huge.
I feel like they have a chance because I feel like the U.S. is also like. Well, that might have been a wake up call for them, but I don't know. Like the offense, the forwards felt like they weren't doing anything. Like at least in Canada's game, you still had McDavid and McKinnon and all these guys creating chances. In that U.S. game, it didn't even seem like they were creating chances.
Yeah,
I
think they just decided to sit on the lead at one point.
and then
But Sweden is a tougher opponent.
it is a
For
tougher
sure, right?
opponent.
They're the third best team, probably. We'd say going in.
Yeah,
I would say
they were probably the third.
Up
Yeah,
there,
they're
yeah.
for sure.
Markov was on Finland. I would say the fourth.
Yeah, definitely.
It's looking like a Canada USA matchup. Like I think everybody predicted before the tournament.
They're gonna push for that, bro. They got to rig it. They got to rig it.
They gotta make it happen.
That's all views right there.
Yeah, I think USA goes through. Canada versus Finland's gonna be a good matchup. I think Canada, if they don't take to the next level like we said they had to today,
Finland can take it.
Finland can take it. It's anybody's game then.
I feel like and talk about Crosby. I think he has to play. He has to come in. He has to come and limp it in like Willis Reed. Give him the 5 minutes.
Hey, you have an extra forward anyways.
You got to be careful with the Willis Reed situation. Look how it worked out for Sweden today. They brought up the great captain, and he single-handedly cost them. Single-handedly, man, unbelievable. In 2 seconds of ice time.
Why is he captain, not Victor Hedman? I don't get that.
Yeah, I was surprised by that too. I thought Hedman was be captain the whole time.
Why Eric Carlson can't be captain?
He
No,
still had it
You
for a
see
little
Matson
bit.
didn't celebrate though? You guys. So he was like, yes. And they're like ripping on him. Chris Cuthbert was ripping on him like, oh, you gotta be a little bit biased.
Right.
You can't be unbiased.
Yeah.
The
Like,
funny
come
thing is, they're so biased too, both of them.
They're
They're so sad when Canada was losing.
That was my biggest takeaway watching the highlights afterwards.
Imagine
I was like, man, they're really going to cry here. Something. Aren't these Olympics be a little bit impartial, right? Like, it's another country. This is hockey. If they're putting in work. Like, you watch the other sports, for example, like speed skating or anything else.
Yeah.
The Canadian commentators will hype up or get hyped for some of these other guys who are winning the gold medal.
for sure.
And if someone's doing something spectacular, they'll be like, wow, like, look what's going on here.
Yeah.
And these guys were like, this isn't like is this a lease broadcast or something? It's not like it's CBC, man.
They were legit acting like they did not want USA to win. Like you could just tell the way they're commentating on that game. Be like, they're Mike Johnson wants Sweden to win.
Oh, 100%.
He's talking shit about USA the whole time. I'm like, damn, chill out, man.
Even James Duthie was like coming at BX because BX said, I think he said on after the game, he was like, oh, this USA is the best defensive team. And then James Duthie twisted his words like, yo, so you think they're the best team, huh? He's like, I didn't say that. Oh, I think they got the best defensive core, but I didn't think they're...
Much like the Four Nations, there's a little bit of more of a nationalistic
Yeah.
undertone to this tournament. I mean, given like the political climate and things like that. But come on, be more impartial. Like, you know, the CBC kids are watching for crying out loud. You guys are all here acting like this is states showing homerism to that.
If Canada lost, I guarantee they wouldn't even talk to the whole broadcast. They would have just done like 2-3 minutes of like silence.
They would have, yeah.
Mike Johnson sometimes doesn't even talk in the broadcast. Chris Cuthbert just like talking the entire time with that mellow tone voice, like where he's like doesn't give a shit until Canada plays.
They should have called Ray Ferraro, man.
Yeah, Ray Ferraro's
They should have done it, yeah.
to go. Well, that does it for this video. Let us know what you thought about our. Wait, who do we got? We got Canada versus US, obviously, and Canada wins.
Yeah.
I wonder who we got.
Jordan, who do you got? Finland?
That's the script, isn't it? No.
Jordan,
I hope for Canada versus
Jordan and Paul Maurice will find out tomorrow, dude. To go coach the team.
Well, that does it for this video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know who you think wins gold at the Olympics, and we'll see you in the next one.
Don't forget Laurie Markkinen.